Welcome to ClinCheck Pro with 3D controls. More precise control over the final tooth position can help you achieve your treatment goals. Anytime you want to modify a treatment plan using 3D controls, start by clicking on Create Modification. You will see the vertical 3D controls toolbar appear. You can hide the right panel at any time to maximize the 3D area for the model. In this tutorial, we'll focus on making AP and midline adjustments using the Mesiodistal Translation Tooth Adjustment tool. For information on the Mesiodistal Translation tool, see the video on Mesiodistal tooth adjustments. First, let's illustrate how to make AP adjustments by showing a modification for a Class 2 correction case. In this example, the molar and canine are in Class 2 relationships. With the Mesiodistal Translation tool selected, move the first molar and anchor tooth distally until it's in the desired Class 1 molar relationship. The second molar and the first and second premolars distalize with the first molar. Notice that a large space has opened up distal to the upper canine. This is because the canine is an anchor tooth and it doesn't move when the molar segment moves. Now, select the canine and move it distally into a Class 1 relationship. Notice that the space distal to the canine has now closed. And depending on where it's moved, posterior IPR may have been added around the premolars. Also, notice that the space that was distal to the canine is now mesio to the canine. With the same correction repeated on the other side, both sides are now corrected to a Class 1 relationship. However, the incisors remain where they are, based on the initial arch, shape, and size, with spaces placed mesio to the canines. Remove the spaces left to remove the arch length and to retract the incisors. Once spaces are removed, check to see if the hard occlusal contacts exist between the upper and lower incisors. If any exists, you can address them in one of 4 ways, depending on your treatment goals. Add IPR to lower arch to address potential tooth size discrepancy. Add lower anterior intrusion to flatten the curve of SPE and/or add upper lingual root torque. Create space for post-orthodontic restorative treatment. Correct the Class 2 less aggressively. Next, let's illustrate how to make midline adjustments. In this example, the upper midline needs to be corrected. With a mesiodistal, move the upper central incisor that lies in the direction of the midline shift until its mesio edge aligns with the lower midline. Notice that since the upper canine in that direction is the next anchor tooth, the central incisor can only be moved as far as it's allowed by adding maximum amounts of IPR between the central and the lateral, and between the lateral and the canine. If the movement is not enough to central the upper midline with the lower midline, then the canine needs to be adjusted distally to allow the upper central to move distally. Since both upper centrals are anchor teeth, a space has been opened between both centrals as a contralateral sensor incisor won't move on its own to maintain segment independence. Slide the upper central on the other side of the space to close the gap. The upper central will slide along the arch, and any existing IPR on that side of the segment will be reduced and/or space is created. Depending on the desired intent, the treatment plan can be fine-tuned by moving anchor teeth or sliding laterals between the centrals and canines to distribute existing spaces for post-orthodontic restorations. Using 3D controls allows you to explore different approaches to customizing your Invisalign treatment plan to your patient's needs.